I've been able to manage keeping an active sales relationship while building this firm and leading all these people. Right. So whatever y'all are doing wrong, I don't know what it is, but it's not that hard.
Yeah. Right.
You just log in, follow up.
Yeah.
If they're not going to buy or sell, you remove them. You let the people know. Like, it's very
action,
simple.
Not excuses.
Welcome to the Your Peak Life podcast. Let's conquer the summit of life and reach the apex of our potential.
Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Your Peak Life podcast. DJ Julian Rivera here with a room full of guests. But obviously, before we kick anything off, we got to make sure that you like, subscribe, follow Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, every freaking where. Cool, got it, perfect. But again, it's not about me, it's about the whole room here. We got the OG, Mr. Mike Little, broker from the bottom, in the room. We got Edgar, the Sphere Munoz, a.k.a. he's not in his Vegas residency, he's here in the room today, not showing his big old everything everywhere. But more importantly, we have not one but two amazing ladies that flew in just for this podcast today, literally just for us. That's how special we are. And we're flying back to them in 2 weeks to see these lovely ladies at Veterans United Conference in Columbia, Missouri. Miss Barby, Wulff, Miss Becky, how are you?
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. We're great.
Quite the intro.
Oh, this is what we do here, right? And to be fair, we are excited to have both of y'all in here because this is the last official podcast we're having in the OG studio. Yes, don't worry, we're coming back. We're actually upgrading, to be fair.
Yes.
We're going to talk about outgrowing. We're going to talk about moving.
Afterwards.
We're going to be talking about a lot of things, really just in the positive way of moving forward. But this will be the official last podcast in this room today. And we couldn't be happier to have these two lovely ladies in this for.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Virginia Beach.
Thank you.
To Hampton Roads, excuse me, right? Yeah. You've been here plenty of times before. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Well, matter of fact, when was the last time y'all were here?
It was September of 23.
23, yeah. It's
September of 23.
Oh,
yeah,
2
because
years.
you guys
Has it
came to us last August.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So yeah,
then
time flies.
Yeah, it does.
It has been 2
Yeah.
years. That's crazy.
It's been too long.
It's been too long.
Yeah, this is our number one market. Yeah, this is our number one market in the country. So
we should make it semi-annually now. I think so.
should.
Right?
Yeah.
Once when it's cold, once when it's hot outside. You get to feel all the way, right?
How does this become your number one market?
it's just the perfect combination of veterans and military, right? Like you have it all here. They serve here and then they stay here. I think y'all probably part of that, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely one of them.
You know, in the words of Jay-Z, allow me to reintroduce myself. Your name is Barby and Becky. Introduce yourself to the audience so they know exactly who we're speaking to.
Go for it first.
Sure. I'm Barby Wulff. I'm the executive director at Veterans United Realty. I've been with VU for almost 17 years. And in my position, I manage our network of agents. We have about 7,000 agents across the country. We feed those agents about 480,000 leads a year nationally, and we're on track to close 50,000 properties this year.
No big deal.
Yeah, just more than our MLS.
Light work. All right. So, Becky, what do you do? She has the harder job, I think. Maybe.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm Becky Whitaker. I'm a regional team lead at Veterans United Realty. And the way that we're set up now is that the regional team leads are assigned some of our big broker partners. Iron Valley Real Estate is one of our big broker partners. So all of the agents within the brokerage, I get to coach. So I'm responsible for pretty much guiding your performance within the network, letting you know where you're doing well, where we need to kind of do better, and just kind of helping you guys be the best agents that you can be, and then also helping the company move forward as well.
So how many agents would you say that you coach?
I have 75. The majority of which are in the Virginia Beach market.
And is that a lot, or is that more than the average person?
For the regional team leads, we have between 70 and 80. Most of the network development coaches have between about 130 and 160.
Got it.
Somewhere in there.
And so she's also a team lead, so she manages a team.
I have a team of
that
eight.
are also
Yes.
coaching agents.
Yes.
Oh, you
So
forgot to lead. You're leading from the front. You forgot to mention that.
There
part,
you
Becky.
go.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to bring it up. So
One
yes.
might say she's in the trenches.
Yes.
There you go.
That's a setup. We'll knock that down later.
Yeah, so it's great for me because I lead a team of coaches, but then I'm also leading by example.
Right.
So they know what the expectation is, what we go over on the calls, what we're pushing you guys to do. And then I get to hold them accountable to holding their agents accountable to talking about these things.
You know what's awesome about what you just said, because you do exactly what we do here. Yeah, we're owners of the brokerage here, but we're also in production and lead from the front the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
We do our calls with Becky.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
Right?
For sure.
So-
For sure.
If that's not leading by example, we really don't know what is. But Barby, you mentioned a bunch of things in your introduction there, but 2025, it sounds like this is going to be the best year ever
Every year.
for
Absolutely.
Veterans United.
Every
Every
year.
year. Every year is the best year.
Every
ever.
year.
Hold on real quick. Let's add to that. So what you're saying is through a NAR settlement, through high interest rates, through low inventory, through economic potential recession, through a government shutdown,
None
you're
of it
going to have your
matters.
best year yet?
Up and to the right, baby.
Oh, that's insane.
So
and
we-
you're servicing less agents than before, correct?
Correct. Yes. It's actually 3 years ago, we had 9,200 agents in this network.
Okay.
We have very, very intentionally gone for quality, and we have very intentionally removed agents that just weren't performing. So we identify ourselves as a performance-based network with a focus on lender advocacy. We're partnered with Veterans United Home Loans, obviously our biggest partner. Also, First Residential, independent mortgage company, formerly Patio, and Neighbors Bank. Our best leads come from our lending partners. So we want agents that are going to develop relationships with those lenders, work with those lenders. Ultimately, what we know in the data is if we are tied to realty and mortgage, we're all going to cross the finish line 2x.
So real quick, your general viewer or listener,
Yep.
we got to tell them the difference between realty and mortgage.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. So, Veterans United Home Loans, obviously, that is our mothership, as we call it internally. We are the nation's #1 VA purchase lender. We have 20.3% of the VA purchase market share. That is a new record last quarter.
That's in the country.
That's in the country, nationally.
That's amazing.
So we have about 5,000 employees, about 700 licensed loan officers. They're calling about 150 to 200,000 mortgage leads per month as an enterprise, and then they attach realty to roughly 40% of the pre-quals that go out the door. On the other side of the house with realty, we actually have origination. Our origination team today is calling roughly 68,000 leads per month that are agent leads. We introduce the consumer to the fact that we will introduce you to a VA eligible or VA qualified agent to maximize your eligibility, but you're also going to want to have lending so they can write an offer.
Right.
And so then we are attaching lending to about half of what we send out to the network to all of you. So most of the leads that we send out to the network are lending and realty both, but not all of them. And then we are a pay at closing referral model. We don't charge for leads up front, but because of that, we have that 35% referral fee. But because of all of this, I have a lot of marketing dollars that are going out into these leads. Roughly, and I'll be super transparent, we have roughly $3,000 to $3,200 per mortgage lead by the time a pre-qual goes out the door. I have about $700 per agent lead by the time I attach it to an agent.
Right.
You're in a market of the country where it's roughly 50-50, agent first leads, mortgage first leads.
Right.
You could go ahead and say all in. I have about $1,950 invested in every lead that I pair to an agent in this area. So, and that's how it all comes together, mortgage and realty.
So you were referring to the cost of getting that lead attached. Yes. So I just want agents to look at that as like, if you look at the 35% you're taking, a piece of that is what's paying for, that lead flow and the 5,000 employees and the geofencing and the marketing and all these things. But I wanted to touch on, in our market, we have, let's say, around 7,000 agents. We've been losing a couple hundred pretty regularly. Of that number of agents, only 83, 86, 87 on, or even get this lead source.
Correct.
And of those 87, probably only 20 or 30 really perform in that 1% echelon, right?
Yes.
So, I'm just trying to, so people can understand that there's a standard. Not everybody's getting these leads.
Yeah.
Not everybody's closing these leads.
Yes.
It actually takes skill, effort, follow-up.
Yep.
Our calls, they're very data-driven.
Right. Yep.
They're very, no, this is really what's happening. This is informative. We dive into every single person on the roster. They're held accountable at a high level.
Yep.
This isn't this isn't Zillow Flex. This isn't Realtor.com. There's a standard. You have to know the VA loan. It helps if you're a veteran or a military spouse for sure. Can you capture these people and understand they might leave in 2 years. They might be inbound from Japan. So you're looking for more than just agents. You're also looking for veteran specialists who honor the partnership, right?
Correct.
The partnership is definitely the key, where it's kind of that, they want to help, for lack of a better term, feed the machine, where we are also then, feeding the agents that are out there. And you can feel that, or I can feel that in the calls, where there's a relationship, or whether it's just, I'm checking a box to have this call so that the leads will continue to come through. That's a very distinct line.
You can sniff that out.
And I think we've parted ways with most of those agents that aren't in it for the partnership. I look at you guys as my friends. It's like, I'm like, I get to go and hang out with my buddy.
I'm trying to come back to the engine room, man. I enjoyed that. I like that.
But it makes it fun for me to be able to, help you guys be successful while I'm also helping VUR, be successful.
While building relationships, right? I think that's cool too.
Yeah.
And I robbed some of your leadership ideas, just so you know.
Oh.
They call it borrow, bro.
You borrow. Well,
But we're partners though. So that's what we do.
There we go. So
but
Partners
but that's
share.
the truth. It's more than just transactional. We feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's more than just transactional. It's a relationship.
Yep.
Correct.
And that's a way better.
Yep.
Having a relationship with you guys is just way better in business.
Yep.
Right.
As a whole.
Yeah.
With all the numbers you were spitting out, there's a lot that you guys do for the communities also.
Yes.
specifically veterans, right?
100%
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we actually have our foundation. 97% of our employees give back 1% of our annual income, and then the company matches it.
97% of your 5,000 employees.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
That is massive. And then y'all match it.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
There is a board of directors. It turns out managing and giving away millions and millions and millions of dollars a year takes a staff of people.
Yeah, no doubt.
So there's a board of directors, and then quarterly we change out an additional board of employees that are the ones that get together every single week and vote on where this money is going to go nationally.
Nice.
And that is VA and military-based charities and causes across the country. We pay people's homes off when they're in need. We do some crazy things. We have a number of veteran homes just to combat veteran homelessness around the country that we fully funded. We have a school in our local community called Flourish. We fully invest in that school. We fully fund that school. Nice. So there's just a lot of things that we're doing with those.
Fair to say that the owners, the staff, and the employees
100%.
could be the top veteran advocacy in the country.
100%. And I'll say, speaking all the way back to my years as an LO, this would have been more than 10 years ago. I had closed a loan for a gentleman who it was very important that we got his loan closed at a certain date because he had to go and travel and have another brain surgery from combat-related injuries.
Wow.
So it was I was like, we have to get this man's loan closed so that he can go have the surgery and come home and recover there. And then fast forward a year and a half, I see on Facebook, there's a GoFundMe for this gentleman. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why is the VA not paying for his expenses?
Right.
Some things had happened, and he had to have another round of surgeries, and he needed to raise $5,000. And I was like, nope. I submitted to the foundation, and to be able to call a previous client and say, we're going to write you a check for $5,000 and take care of this for you. Oh my gosh, we were both bawling on the phone, and he was like, what? So there's stuff like that is pretty special.
So you guys are like humans. You're not just
humans. Yeah.
They're not AI robots, bro.
Well, I feel like people take that for granted.
Yeah.
Like every partnership that you have, every lead or referral that you're receiving, there's another person on the end of that, generating that, like running another business that why shouldn't we support, if we want support.
Sure.
So I just, the human connections have really been lost. I've been lucky to having started the relationship with Kim and then, transferring over to you and then meeting Barby and us making the effort to come there and visit and see what you do and respect what you do. And, and somehow I fell into the lap of your number one branch in the country. Aaron has been a business mentor of mine for 15 plus years. Yeah. So Yeah, I don't know, man.
You know, one of the things
I've been winning for a long time with this. I was a veteran. We specialize in VA loans. It's the geographic location in my head. When we opened the firm, that's what we were going to do, help as many veterans as possible. It just kind of turned into something else.
Passion attracts passion.
Yeah.
We are very, very passionate. You guys have been to visit our headquarters.
Yep.
We are
Which is like the dopest office
people.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I always say they could be in an X-Men movie. Those buildings.
Exactly.
Something else.
Where's Professor
Yo,
X? Yeah.
if I was going to do something else, I would go work for Barby. Like,
I love it.
Well, but the one thing I think we've actually developed our title for the podcast in some way, shape, or form is focusing around partnership. And then I'll say for me specifically, coming in here as the newest guy in the room to know you ladies, I've been in plenty partnerships in multiple different industries as I've grown. But the difference is the relatability and the accountability really equals the level of partnership that you're going to end up being
That's
at.
the magic
and
sauce.
I love that because I don't care if I'm DJing for celebrities, I don't care if I'm helping my kids at their school, whatever. A lot of that connection, human connection, isn't there. But then perception gets driven out, and people think we're left when it's really right. To be fair, I don't give a shit what people think about me or think about whatever because we know what we're doing.
Right.
But the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? And those partnerships are not just, let's be clear, we are a for-profit business, but it doesn't mean that we're only in business. We're in business to help.
Right.
That's really, if the client wins, we win by default. We
Yeah.
always say that. So you're doing this, we're doing this as a collective, but circling back to the partnership, if we can't all have an aligned vision, ideas are always welcome, right?
Right.
Pivoting, remixing, doing something. But the end goal is always the client. It's always that person that you can help them close on that house so he can go have brain surgery and then be there. It's always that it's always something.
let me just help save your life,
it's
right?
a story, right?
That's awesome.
It's a dope story that we get to tell and politely brag about the people to know that we actually did this in a way that, look at what we can help you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we strive to do the unexpected from a mortgage company, right? Like, our owner is one of the most humble servant leaders I've ever met in my entire life. And he has a deep passion for doing things that make people say, sure didn't expect that from a mortgage lender.
There you go.
I sure didn't expect that appreciation gift before closing when I was in underwriting and I got a spa gift because it was stressful. Or, they sent me a flag kit because they knew this was my very first home. And as a military service member, I would be proud to put a flag on the front of my home. Yeah. Like little touches like that.
You guys sent Tim, my partner in the speaking and writing, and he's on my team, like a sign for poolside for his backyard. He's like, look what they did, man. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
The little things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say just Veterans United in general, within Columbia, where we're based, it's like the premier employer. That's where everybody wants to work.
Yeah.
And then it's like you get in there, it's like, I don't ever want to go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
you're like, why
And
would I
it's-
leave?
And it is. And it's a work hard, play hard. There's definitely expectations,
It's a lot of accountability.
A lot of accountability, but then, you get to do the fun part of that as well. And then what we do for the community, what we do just for veterans in general just makes like our job so fun. So
a little birdie told me that you guys move. You have multiple places, multiple locations in Columbia, but you've already outgrown like a location that you just moved into.
we just moved into in January.
I mean, how is this
so
happening?
that was our 4th building in 5 years.
Damn.
And we moved into it. So I had the pleasure of designing this building specifically for us.
She did really good.
We needed to do some renovations, so they literally gutted it, like everything out, and I was able to design it for us. And I was like, we're going to be here probably 3 years. And here we are coming up on January 1 in a couple months. And I'm like, January 27th is a year in this building, and we will absolutely need a new space by then.
Damn.
So, yeah, we're growing. We just hit a record. May was our biggest month ever. We closed 3 shy of 5,000 properties in the month of May.
Wow.
And so, to your point earlier, reducing the size of the network, quality.
Yeah.
What I also want to do is I want to build loyalty.
Yeah.
I want agents that have some skin in the game. If I water down the network and have far too many agents than leads in an area, that's not good for any of us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really focused on market saturation, and I'm focused on quality. And I
So,
want that partnership agent.
To those points, though, I think it's important for your general agent or even another brokerage owner out there that's trying to drive narratives about other people that are probably false. Like,
Say it louder.
we do not control who's on the network.
No, you don't.
Yes.
We authorize as a brokerage referral partner
Yeah.
with Samantha Reeves, your broker, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I would argue that I don't even have that much influence, to be completely honest. Like, I can recommend performance,
Right.
but I don't pick and choose who is or isn't on the network. You might ask my recommendation, but at the end of the day, if you're getting hired for onboarding or you're getting fired, that's actually based on your performance.
That's exactly right.
And you have coaching calls, and they have an executive director, and it's not us, it's you. Like
now you have reviews. Now you can review your lender.
100%.
Yep.
Loan
You guys
officers
are-
review you.
Yep.
You have
Beef
a very
that up.
high standard.
Which is also to the partnership. You guys actually allow us to provide feedback, give software system update, input. Like, it is a partnership.
Yep.
It's not just a referral network.
Yeah, we are a direct to agent network. It's very different than like a Zillow Flex model. A lot of these team models, number one, love y'all. Y'all do a great job with your agents. Y'all don't manage your agents with the data that I manage agents to, right? So like, I don't want to send a lead to a broker and let that broker decide who it goes to.
Yeah.
And I also don't want an agent to get to hang out and let the team carry them. We're a direct to agent network. To your point, every single agent has to stand on their own. And you and I've had some calls. We've talked sometimes where I'm like, hey, this person, they're not doing it. And you're like, hey, cut him if you got to cut him.
Yeah.
Okay, just giving you a heads up.
Like, I appreciate it, but it's not my network.
Yep.
Right.
You know, I've been on it for a decade. I've been performing and had the pleasure of building the #1 team in the country, but that doesn't mean I'm in charge of it. I run Iron Valley Real Estate. I don't run VUR. You know what I mean? Like, but agents will like hold us accountable when we all know you've told them 10 times. Sometimes, in some cases, 2-3 years they haven't performed.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and then they still have the gumption or the nerve to blame someone else, and it's like, dude.
See, but that's them. Like you said, it's them, not us. Like I have.
I just want agents to know.
They need to know that.
It's never someone else. It's you. Like, fix your habits, fix your follow up, hold yourself accountable, and you can turn this into a career.
Well, and let me say that there is nothing more satisfying for myself than to give that coaching, especially to somebody who is newer in the network, and that person, that agent listens, and then we start
and it
seeing,
works?
and we and you see the numbers going. You see, we have different things we look at. We look at something called Lift and network health, and when I see that those things reacting to the coaching that I'm giving them, it's like I think everybody wants it now, and it's like that's coming. You've got to earn your spot.
Yep. And then you got to maintain it, right?
Yes, and then
Oh, I think they were talking to me in that one.
And then you got to maintain it.
And you're the perfect example. Like, you listened to, being newer in the network, and then it got to the point we just passed your 1 year with us, and this is where we build from now on. And you know that. I looked at your mic or your dash before I came in here. I see all the under contracts you got sitting in there. So.
But you see, it's funny because the partnership is not just a call. I don't talk to you once a month. I randomly text you like, "What the fuck am I doing wrong? I need to get better." Or like, "What am I doing here? Or why I just closed one? Why did I go back 2 steps?" Like I'm just selfish.
And I'm like, calm
competitive
down.
with myself.
It's okay. I'm watching all of this. If I see something that looks, I will be the first one to reach out to you. But I was like, you have to be patient. You have to trust the system, and you have to trust that I am in it just as much, if not more, than you are.
I would say more.
Yeah,
100% more.
A lot of people don't realize these coaches.
That's why I say visit VUR. Right?
Yeah.
Because like when you host us and we come there, we know that you're breaking away from the last 30 calls you made to come, host us essentially.
That's true.
And then you still got to train your people and make sure they're following up.
Right. And I'm being evaluated on how you guys do. So I need to make sure that I keep you guys in, and when I've got the #1 team in the country, I better make sure you are all performing.
And well, that's the standard.
This lady's going to be like, what's happening here?
It becomes the standard, right? So
Right.
now
Her job gets way harder the better y'all do.
of course, there's expectation.
Because I'm
But at
looking
a
for
minimum, like, agents just
growth over last
taking
year.
A 30-minute call once a month.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
If you don't want that, you don't want my leads. Bye.
Well, here's the thing,
Great.
and why it's important to come down there and visit you all if you are on the network is you get to see that Becky is sitting right down the hall from the person that's engineering your software. Like she's giving you the tools that she's learning in the boardroom.
Literally. Yeah.
She knows the changes they're making. She knows how the algorithm works. So why wouldn't you listen to the person that's feeding you?
Right.
She has all the data.
Right.
She has the eye in
So,
the sky.
and it's like we say it all the time. We hire out what we're not good at.
All day.
I didn't build your software. I'm not tracking your, what is it, the M4 report or something like that?
The
It's
M4.
it's like my favorite document. I can read it and break it down, but I don't have it. I'm not building it, right?
You got your all stats, you got your M4.
But
you
that's
got all that.
your job and you do it all
Yeah,
day.
yep.
So I just say, well, what do we need for this person to go here? Or what do I need for me to go there? Because like also with all these people's excuses, it's like I've been able to manage keeping an active sales relationship while building this firm and leading all these people. Right. So whatever y'all are doing wrong, I don't know what it is, but it's not that hard.
Yeah. Right.
You just log in, follow up.
Yeah.
If they're not going to buy or sell, you remove them. You let the people know. Like, it's very
action,
simple.
Not excuses.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, but also we're talking about partnership, relatability, and communication. Communication is super key, right? And I want to communicate something with you too, just so you know. And I'm gonna give you your flowers today, Becky. So I did some data research before I came in here, like I do every morning. This guy rubs off on me when I log in and look at this stuff. What I did is a search by top volume buy side year to date for 2025.
Okay.
You have 5 of the 10 top buyer side agents on your team in the entire Hampton Roads market, and 5 of those are right here at Iron Valley.
Dang.
Which means she probably has a couple others.
I'm just talking about top 10. I'm on that too, by the way. Yeah. But I just want to say, selfishly wanted to put that out there. But I say that only because...
If you want to learn from Julian, sign on at Iron Valley Real Estate Norfolk. If you have an event, DJ Julian Rivera. Shameless plug.
However,
I love it.
You want a book, he has 17 of them. All right, so 18's coming out next week.
It's only 2 3/4.
Yes, for now. No, but I say that only because now, and I know all the names on there, and I'm not going to shout out the names, even though they deserve all the credit and recognition, but all of them are coached by you. And they've been transitioned to there, right? Not all of them. We all know this. Not every closing on a VU is a VU closing, right? Obviously, you got SOI, you got other things. But it's dope to see those 5 individuals that I know are on the squad that you're a huge influence on their business.
And their life, and their family.
The difference with those agents, they view us as a partnership,
ding, ding, ding.
not a lead source.
Correct.
Yep.
Of course.
They have loan officers favorited in their agent dash because when they come across another veteran, they're like, oh, I've got a guy. I've got a girl.
Yep.
I'm going to send that over to the nation's #1 VA purchase lender. Like, they view us as a partnership, and they're coachable.
Yeah.
Coachability is everything.
That's true.
Coachability. Oh my God. I mean, I have you guys who are experts out in the field. You know, I've never gone out and sold a house, but I am the expert of how to be successful within the network. So you have your success, I have my success, and we bring those together. Yeah. And then that's where, you know,
what's funny is me and you coach some of the same people.
Yeah.
You coach them on the network, and I coach them on their business, and well, they're doing all right.
Yep. For sure.
I got one question for you, Barbie. You spit this out a couple of, I guess it was 2 years ago almost. How many people do you deny a month that are trying to join the network, or how long is that wait list?
So we wait list over 1,000 agents a month. But here, let me tell you. So I got a couple of good stories about this.
And those same people are probably bashing you guys.
Yeah. So I have an agent. So I also run Atrium, which is our traditional little brokerage in Missouri, Georgia, and Florida. And Oklahoma now.
Oklahoma now. Yep. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah. Shout out Ben Tubbs.
He's on vacation.
We just met the guy.
Finally. Yeah. He's a beast.
Great.
He's amazing.
Oh, we're about to turn that up a couple notches.
He's incredible. So I have an agent in Columbia that was reaching out to me wanting to join Atrium and join the network.
Okay.
And what he told me without telling me, he is texting me all this, and he says that he's been trying to get onto the network for years and years, and he hasn't heard from. He's still on the wait list. And then he also shared with me that he had another job at another employer in Columbia. And so without telling me this, what he ultimately told me is that he had been hitting that button to join the network and doing nothing else. Because I've never allowed part-time agents in the network.
Right.
Thank you.
Had he picked up the phone and called my team, had he called our office, anyone would have told him that we only allow full-time agents. So he told me what his level of hustle was without telling me what his level of hustle was.
Right.
On the retro, we've got...
Silence is so loud.
Yeah, on the retro, we've got this guy down in Nashville. Shout out to Phil Bogart. Oh my gosh. Phil physically called into our office every single day at 8:05 a.m. for like 4 months. And I just happened to be walking through these cubicles
Picked it up one day?
Picked it up. They were talking about Phil that calls every day. And I'm like, wait, what? Who? What's going on? They're like, this guy in Nashville calls every day. I'm like, what? So I took a look. I'm like, how about we create a little capacity in Nashville? Something tells me he's going to hustle that hard for his clients as he's hustling to try to get in the door. He was top 1% his very first year.
Nice.
Imagine
He's a wonderful human being.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
We all love Phil.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crazy what
So
indicators,
persistence pays
habits
off.
can be. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, are you going to do the bare minimum and then come to me and say, I've been trying to get in? Sorry, I don't have time for that.
We got a few minutes left here.
Yeah.
let's talk about what we're doing in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Perfect segue. 'Cause I was going to say, coming up in a few weeks. What is the first annual? I don't want to butcher the name.
Inaugural.
The inaugural.
Yes,
There you go.
inaugural. Yeah, this has been in my head for over 4 years. I am so excited to see it come to life. But we are, for the first time ever, bringing the best of the best from our network to Columbia, Missouri for 3 days of mastermind, collaboration, relationship building, celebration. I'm going to spoil y'all. Oh my gosh.
Fun too.
Oh my gosh. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a kickoff concert, bring everybody in on Wednesday, do a tour of our Jake building. You guys have been to our Jake building. That place is bananas.
Yep.
We're going to we have some tours lined up. Registration will be there. And then everyone's going to go out to this incredible venue called Lakeside Ashland. The one and only DJ, Julian Rivera.
Yeah.
Going to be spinning on the tables, spinning, bringing everybody to life, kicking things off. He's going to share the stage with our military advisors. Former Sergeant Major Dan Daly will be up there.
Wow.
Rick West, McPun, Rick West will be there.
13's in the house,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, we got some big, So they're going to help kick us off. We're going to have a video.
Hey, I'm starting to get nervous now. I'm just
Video
kidding.
for our foundation, and then our kickoff concert, country music artist Craig Morgan's going to kick us off.
This is
have
a
some
bash.
fun. Yeah, it's going to be
fireworks.
great. Yeah, then we're going to fireworks.
I'm expected to speak in the middle of all this.
Yeah, so then day two.
Like, you're throwing a party, Barbie,
It
not
is.
a conference.
It's gonna. So right now
That's the
we
first
have 680 people that are in attendance, and then at the concert
680,
there'll probably be about 1,000 viewers.
Okay.
At the concert. So the concert's going to be the ultimate LO agent mixer. Again, relationship building, collaboration.
I love it.
But gets that FaceTime. Being a nationwide lender, RLOs don't always get that FaceTime, and they have agents that they've worked with for 10 plus years. They've never met face to face.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and I'm really excited. You guys will echo this. When agents come to Columbia to visit for the first time, the most frequent thing I hear is, oh my gosh, I had no idea.
I had no idea.
I said it
I
last
had
time.
no
No
idea
idea.
what I'm a part of. They see our wall. They see the story of VU. They see our foundation. They see our Lighthouse division and our absolutely free credit repair and the 100,000 veterans that are homeowners today.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even
because
talk
of
about that.
Yeah,
Free credit
like
repair.
all these things.
Yeah.
And they're like, I had no idea. And so I am so excited to share all that VU is with all of these agents and really elevate all of us. And I'm excited for y'all to meet y'all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is? I know you have a couple other people speaking on some topics. So just
Yeah,
touch on that.
Danielle Hale, chief economist for Realtor.com, she's going to speak.
Nice.
The one and only Mike Little is going to talk about role model leadership in our industry
Broke
and the
from the
need for
bottom.
that, leading from the front, which you guys
like
do
it.
very well around here. And then also going to share the stage with our number one team in the country, Iron Valley Real Estate. We're going to have a
Nice.
panel discussion. Aaron Durana from our VUHL Hampton Roads branch is going to join us on
Awesome.
stage for
Perfect.
that.
Nice.
He was just calling me, so I think he might be outside.
Amazing. And so, we have 2 full days of speakers lined up. We have breakout sessions lined up. You're going to hear from some of our number one agents in the country. Tim O'Brien, I just looked. He's closed 108 in the past 12 months just with us. Single guy.
Him and Matt Salway are
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, him and Matt Salway right there.
let him know.
Salway's
Oh, I let him
going
know.
bonkers
Don't you
right
worry.
now.
I let him know.
we
Don't
have
worry,
breakout-
he's got like 20 listings right now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I know.
21.
crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
And
But,
so
man.
I am excited for my circle to meet my circle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I really think that only good things can come from you all meeting other people that are doing badass things in
Right.
the world of real estate, focused
Absolutely.
on helping veterans from all over the country, right? Like you've talked to so many other like top agents around the country, top broker partners,
Absolutely.
and y'all just share, well, hey, this is working in Arizona. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll try a piece of that over here on the
No
East
reason
Coast.
not to,
Yeah.
you know?
And so everyone can really help everyone.
Yeah,
There's
for
one
sure.
thing I want to actually say out loud here, which is really dope. We serve our active duty and our veterans across the country to the highest level. But you guys work with everybody. It's not just pigeonholed
Yes.
into that. I just
Yes.
want to be very clear on that.
Yeah.
And I've helped so many, let's just say civilians, since we're using military acronyms here in terms. Everyone can work with Veterans United because
Correct.
you service literally everyone. And I don't even know what those numbers are. I'm sure they're through the roof because
Yes.
you're doing out of one of 5 VA loans in the country. I can imagine what we're doing on the conventional FHA or any other lender side too. So Veterans United is literally through the roof in a good way. And we're going to throw a party in Missouri in about a few weeks, right?
I love it.
So technically, this probably will air after it. So we're going to say how much of a good time we already had.
could push it.
We could push it to the front. We could push it to the front.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because I would like to
No, we
publish
could draw
this.
18th.
So yeah, that's great.
You're
But I
better.
want to publicly thank Barbie and her leadership team. You bought 750 of my books. That's the biggest order I've had. I've had a couple bulk orders
It was
like
an
in the
easy
hundreds,
order for me.
but 750 is wild. So thank
That's
you.
awesome.
And also because she wanted me to keynote the conference, I wrote another book, and it's
love
coming
it.
out in 2 weeks. It's called Trench Work Leadership.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's your fault.
Damn it,
But
Barbie.
it just happened because I just thought about being a chief in the Navy and being a CEO, building this wild thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same, but they're so different. And your team has been a large part of me growing on this side, right? Whether it was you or Kim or like, damn, this dude's intense. Like, I am.
You are intense.
So are we, and that's why we get
But
along, right?
you guys sprinkle that little bit of feminine on it, where it's like, all right, dude, chill out. You know what I mean?
Can
Like,
you just calm down for a minute and
We
let me
got it.
talk?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
gosh, yes.
So, but that's also my superpower, right? That's what drives the bus. So I just wanted to say thank you and kind of tell everybody that was coming.
Yeah.
And actually, you're going to be sharing the stage also with the one and only Rob Riggle.
Wow.
And then I have a special, he's actually getting ready to release a new book on Veterans Day. By attending the conference, y'all are going to get a copy of that.
Nice.
And you'll also be walking away with Craig Morgan's book.
Wow.
Nice.
So you're going to share the stage with a couple people. And Craig Morgan's also going to talk. Craig Morgan, veteran and VU client. Rob Riggle, Marine
Really?
and VU client.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
So we've entered last thing as we end this era of this room and before we go to the next one. Your Peak Life podcast. We talked about peaks and valleys. Everyone's had peaks and valleys here. We're not even at the peak. We're just still growing. So when we have you back on the podcast in our new studio, let's say in a year, because you're coming, let's say 6 months, right? You're coming back in 6 months.
You see how he's trying to like
Speak into existence.
Yeah.
What goal do you both want to set that you know you're going to accomplish within the next 6 months?
I will probably be 100 employees heavier.
Okay.
Just with Realty, and we will be producing about 50,000 more leads a month by then, in addition to what we're doing today.
Nice.
That's some good stuff.
We have a lot of things in motion to continue growing what we're doing, and which means the network is going to need to grow.
Right.
We are going to hold true to our core values on what it takes to get in the network and what it takes to be in the network and remain in the network. We're going to stay focused on quality. And also we're going to lean on our existing teams, right? What really works well for me when we're exploring new agents, there's a cost of agent exploration.
Right.
When I can lean on a team such as y'all and say, hey, y'all have data, who's not in the network but doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go that way. Right. So the network's going to be bigger, and our staff's going to be bigger, and we will have an additional location opened by then.
Nice.
So
I'm taking that's a
pickleball
mutual
courts.
we're working on
Jeez
that.
Louise.
All right. Just shout out to Edwin.
Yes.
We do have some VU pickleball paddles and things. We
do.
have those.
Oh, we need a few of those.
Oh,
A few
yes.
sets, just so you know. I'm going to hang it in my office.
I
I
should
don't
have
play
brought
it,
some
but he'll
with
use
me.
them.
You know
I'll
what?
use them.
I'll save some for
you
the
go.
conference.
Yeah,
There you
they,
go. Perfect.
they play at 5:30.
Okay.
AM.
In the morning.
I got to give Edwin and
Just
Edgar,
saying.
they're religious. And Stephen Doe. Like, they are religious pickleball players. Almost
Wait, so if
every
I can
day.
get an indoor court for y'all in October, would y'all do it?
Yes.
There's this amazing new place called The Kitchen.
Go to the kitchen.
And
That's a good name.
I love that name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? It's
Don't
like
tell anyone I pickleball a little bit.
A little bit.
We'll work on that.
It's been a few months, actually. I'd rather go to the weight room.
Well, actually, I already reserved, so I'm not going to be able to train those mornings of the conference, so I already reserved spots for y'all with my trainer. I've had the same
dope.
trainer for
Hell
15
yeah.
years.
There you go.
Perfect.
So-
We're in, right.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Columbia. I got to tell my wife.
Iron Valley, it was nice knowing you.
Babe, we're moving. Oh, we're going to lunch
Well,
today,
hold on.
too. I forgot.
What does
Awesome.
she got?
Yeah, what's your goal, Becky?
Yeah.
Oh, so I would
Business
love.
or personal?
Well, of course, I'm gonna talk business.
Okay.
Right now, I have about 15, I think, top 1% agents that either were with me or I inherited coming in from the 2024. I would like to have at least 30 of my 75 agents be top 1%.
Got it.
It's almost like you want to go to Island Club in 26.
Something like that. And then I'd like all my Iron Valley owners to be in the top 20 within the market. So that's always been a goal of mine, whether that equates to a top 1% designation or not. But I'm a pusher, and I like to push, and it's nice when I have agents who are receptive to that and kind of cling to that, and then we're able to kind of move forward together. So that's my goal.
Damn good goal.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Perfect. Edgar, what's your goal, man?
Buy more properties.
What
Buy
a-
more properties.
What an agent
Columbia,
answer.
Missouri's a great place to invest. I'm just saying.
I'm not
What an
against
agent
it.
answer, yo.
Yeah. No, I mean, buy and hold. That's what I'm doing. Buy
That's
and hold,
it.
buy and hold, buy and hold.
Like
College
it.
let me introduce you to
And-
Columbia, Missouri investment properties. We have a lot of agents in the network that have
Yeah.
investment properties in Columbia, Mo.
I'll do it. Shit.
We got 3 colleges.
But the other thing is now my mom's retired. My wife's retired, which is great. They're watching the kids, so that's already like,
Breeze
Right.
you up some time.
yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
And then people tell me don't pay off my house, but I'm gonna pay that shit off anyway.
And just buy another one.
It's the ultimate flex, bro, for yourself, to be
Yeah.
fair. Coming from,
Pay off
Yeah,
my mom's house and-
I never really understood that logic. Like, if you're going to live somewhere for a long time,
I'm
why
not
not
moving.
not have that expense every month?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Like-
knows. I mean, these guys know.
And
where
then,
it's a great
you know,
neighborhood.
When you
Like,
pass away and it's in
pull-
your trust, there's nothing like a liquid asset.
Exactly.
Like, what are we talking about?
yeah,
That's
I could pull from it whenever I want.
Don't listen to those dumbasses.
Oh, I don't. I don't.
I know you don't.
know.
yeah, I know.
I'm uncoachable.
I would disagree, my guy.
no.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
those are real simple goals that I got here within the next 5 years.
I love it.
So 50 properties, pay off my personal stuff.
Easy day.
Nice.
Perfect. Guys, you guys, love you guys, but you two, love y'all too. We're super excited y'all came to town.
Thank you.
And the fact that we're here, we have a whole day lined up. Sorry y'all can't come with us, but we'll tell you later. Just follow us on social media. You see where I'm at. Barbie, any last words?
We are just excited to be here. We appreciate you all.
Very much.
I brag on you all
Very much.
all over the country, all the time, to our loan officer floor, to other agents, to other brokerages. Kind of be like Mike, be like Iron Valley.
Dang.
We
Did
appreciate
you just
all.
correlate me to Jordan?
I heard
Is that what just happened? I'll take that any day.
Yes.
Risk
Any
acronym.
day.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yeah,
you
it's
all.
all in
We
the wrist.
appreciate your hospitality. And I look forward to bringing y'all to Columbia in a couple weeks and having a good time.
I love
Yes.
it. Well, we got to go check out this new office
Oh, I
and
can't
have
wait.
the lunch.
I can't
So
wait.
I'm thrilled.
All right.
Any social media handles or anything you want to put out there? Anywhere that you can find Veterans United or anything?
Veterans United Realty.
Yep.
Veterans United is home loans is just Veterans United.
Got it.
But also agents, if you're not tagging Veterans United Realty and Veterans
Tag
United
us.
when you're closing
Tag
these, shame on you.
You're right.
We're a partnership. Let's collaborate on socials. Let's connect. Let's
Be
stay
proud where you
connected.
got that lead from.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and celebrate those loan officers. Those loan officers aren't
They work
nearly.
hard.
They're a little more camera shy than y'all. Make them get out there on that
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah. We'll talk after. I have been asking for one thing. I think it'll help.
Okay.
Mike, plug. You got your new book coming out, but you already have the book out. What's make your plug with social and everything?
Oh, Broker from the Bottom on TikTok, on Instagram. That's my website, brokerfromthebottom.com. Be Tenacious went #1. Thank you. But I'm probably going to republish that through a major publishing house. Hopefully, we'll see.
Nice.
I got a TEDx semifinalist competition coming up. That's pretty cool.
You already won it. I'm fine with that.
Trenchworks coming out October 22nd, and then I'll be speaking on the 23rd. So really, the conference is my launch for the book. That's what I did.
Nice.
You know, it just made sense. You're going to put me in front of 700 people,
Yep.
Facts.
and I wrote the book because of Barby. So it was just like, what am I
Yeah.
going to talk about for leadership? And then I start thinking, I'm like, oh wait, I guess I do have a lot of leadership experience. It's kind of crazy.
Bro,
You know,
come on, yeah.
but when you're doing it, bro, you don't think about it
Yeah,
like
fact.
that. She
I
doesn't.
agree.
You don't wake up every day and say, "I am a great leader today." No, I
Agreed.
just
You
live
probably
it.
do though.
No, you just do it.
You just, I think you just
Yeah,
live it,
bro.
right?
Do
Like,
it.
Just do it.
I don't even
fired
think
someone
about
on
it, bro.
Friday.
Like when I'm in that chat at 4 a.m., I'm not thinking about I gotta lead these fuckers today. Like that's not how I
It's
think.
just who
I
you
think
are.
like I have an opportunity to build the greatest real estate firm in the history of the world. That's how I wake up and think
When
like
we
that.
went to Real Producers and you hear all these other numbers and what we're doing, it's like, man, we don't give ourselves enough credit.
There you go.
Right.
Well, see, the thing is, we're not so. I said it at the conference. We're not worried about the numbers. We're worried about the people.
Yeah.
So when you worry about the people,
yeah, the numbers
Yes.
come.
The nu-
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you.
It's like when you start hearing all
Mic
the
drop.
numbers out there, it's
Episode
like,
over.
Well,
just
also the
naturally
people
starts
that are
coming.
the loudest with the numbers
Yeah.
usually aren't the best numbers.
Yep.
Right? Like those that are, it's actions, not words.
Yeah, the whole you don't see Ferrari and Lamborghini commercials.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's also true. Edgar, social,
Yeah.
anything? Plugs?
Yeah, Edgar Munoz on Facebook.
You know what? Do you even know your Instagram handle?
The VA agent.
Damn right. That's what I'm talking about. How to
He's
get it
a-
out of him.
He's a TikToker, bro.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm a family guy.
That's
answer.
fair. That's fair.
All right, everybody.
Awesome.
Thanks again for tuning in. Our final episode here in the OG podcast room. Barbie, Becky, we appreciate you guys coming in here
Appreciate
today.
you all.
Broken from the bottom, Mr. Edgar the Sphere Munoz, DJ Julian Rivera signing out. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere that you can find Your Peak Life podcast, whether you want to watch it or just hear us driving around. We're there for you. Until next time, later.